So welcome everybody. I'm so happy to see you all on this beautiful day. And so we'll begin in Shavasana. So just make your way back to your mat, relaxing on your mat, just settling in, making yourself comfortable, letting go of any cares or concerns you have before we begin. Now beginning to watch your breath, just without changing it, just watch it as it enters the nasal passages. Notice where you feel it, perhaps in the throat or the chest or the belly. You may even feel it in the belly. And just follow the breath all the way in and all the way out. And on each exhalation, just allow your body to just settle in, supported by the earth. You have nothing you need to do right now, but just focus on the moment, focus on the breath. Perhaps noticing the rise and fall of the chest. So maybe just focusing on that for now. Just the rise and fall of the chest. The rise on the inhalation and the fall on the exhalation. And on each exhalation, just release. Just notice if the breath is flowing freely today, or, what is it doing? Just notice it without changing it. Be an observer for now. Remembering that the body knows how to breathe, so we don't have to do anything. Just be an observer. You might perhaps think about your intention today for this practice. Our focus is going to be on lengthening and extending. So your intention could be to be mindful of that, when we're stretching through our fingertips and through our toes. Think about really lengthening and stretching. I'm going to just ring my bowl gently to signal the beginning. And so we'll begin with a full body stretch, remembering that our focus is lengthening and stretching and extending. So floating our arms up over our heads and just really walking the shoulders up towards the ears and just stretching out through the fingertips and then stretching out down through the body, through the chest, through the abdomen, through the legs, and all the way out through the toes. So really pointing the toes and really stretching out through the fingertips, feeling the length of the body. Just notice that. Perhaps bringing a little bit of tension to the body with stretching, and then release. And allow the arms to just rest on the mat and allow the toes to point to the edges of the mat. Take a nice big inhalation through your nose here. Nice big one. And then out through your mouth as you say, ah. We'll stretch out through our fingertips again, just reaching, stretching, even yawning if you'd like, and then out through the toes. Just really feel the length of the body, just reaching and stretching out. And kind of holding the tension. And then releasing. And take another big, deep breath in through the nose. Nice big one. And then out through the mouth. As you release to the mat and allow your body to just be heavy. Now we'll walk our heels to the left off of our mat. Walk our head and shoulders to the left off of our mat. And we'll just come into a side stretch here, a reclined side stretch, opening up the right side of the body. And if you'd like to take your right wrist in your left hand and just gently pull towards the left. That might feel good. You'll get a deeper stretch, and cross that right ankle on top of the left. And just take a nice big deep breath into the right lung. You've opened up that space. So a nice deep breath in through the nose, into the lungs, just imagining bringing fresh air into the right lungs, and out through the mouth. And just notice the stretch in the right side, especially the right rib cage area. And then just walk the head and shoulders back to center, uncross the legs and bring them back to center. And we'll take it to the other side. So we'll walk our heels to the right. We'll walk our head and shoulders over towards the right. We'll take that left wrist with the right hand, bring it over towards the right a little more, and then cross the left ankle on top of the right. And again, we'll take a nice deep breath into the left side body. Through the nose, nice and deep, and then exhale through the mouth as we release and relax. And do that again. Take a nice big deep breath into the space you've made. Nice fresh oxygen, and then exhale and release. And just notice and take note of how your body is feeling today. Walking the head and shoulders back to center, uncrossing the legs, bringing them back to center. We'll bend our knees, and we'll windshield wiper our knees from left to right, using our breath. So remembering that as we bring our knees to center, we inhale. As we drop the knees to left or right side, we exhale. Allowing the breath to just flow freely in a relaxed way. Send the right leg out straight. Float the arms down so that you clasp in front of the left shin. And just draw that left knee in towards your chest, using your breath. On the exhale, we draw in towards the chest. Notice your facial muscles and your shoulders and allow them to relax. Check in on the breath. And you can always use your 5-5 breath, or some of you know Ujjayi breath, which is ocean breath. I'll have to teach that to us again, but Ujjayi breath, you make an audible sound. So if you know Ujjayi breath, you can use that. And then we'll take our knee in our right hand and draw that knee across our body towards the right, allowing our shoulders to remain on the mat. Just coming into a twist here. And if your neck allows, you can look away from that that left knee, look away. So we're looking over to the left because our knee is across our body over on the right side. Relax your shoulders. Relax the breath. Scan the body and allow all the muscles to just melt and relax. We'll return back to center and send the left leg out straight, drawing the right knee in towards our chest. And again, just using our breath to gently draw that right knee a little closer to the chest on each exhalation. Just opening up the hips a little bit, warming them up. And then take that right knee with the left hand and draw the knee towards the left. Allow the shoulders to remain on the mat. Just check in with the body, noticing any areas of tension. Just bring the breath to that area to allow the body to relax. And then return that knee to center. Bring both knees in. Hug them to the chest and perhaps roll back and forth. And then we're just going to pedal in the air with the arms and the legs as if we were riding an air bicycle. So engage the core by bringing the belly button in and up. Begin to feel a little bit of warmth. We're not going to get too warm today since the day already is starting to get warm. We're just warming up the body a little bit. And then you can bring the soles of the feet back to the mat. And we're going to do our Pilates, our two-puffed bicycle. So we'll send the right leg out straight, bring the left knee in towards the chest as we hold in front of the left shin. And we'll bring our head and shoulders up, our nose towards our knee, and we'll lift that right foot off the mat and extend. So remember, we're trying to bring length, so we're really pointing that right toe as we do this practice. So 2 puffs with the left knee, so, and then switch. Really extending through the toes, engaging the core, extending and lengthening with the toes, the entire leg, and using 2 puffs, audible puffs. Really feel the abs engaged, and just do as many of these as is comfortable, creating a little bit of heat, bringing your head and shoulders down if you'd like, or if you need to, and stopping whenever your body tells you to, without causing any, obviously any pain or anything, but just building warmth and strength, extending through those toes. And once you do come down, just float the arms up over your head. And once you are down with the arms over the head and the soles of the feet on the mat, you can even gently windshield wiper the knees from left to right, just slightly, just a little bit. And just release the lower back. And then we'll float the arms down by our sides, walk our heels up towards our bottoms as close as we can, and we're going to come into a flowy bridge. And when we do that, when we bring our arms up over our head, we're really going to extend through our fingertips. Remember, extending and lengthening, so we'll lengthen through the fingertips. So on an inhale, lift the hips up. As you lift the arms up and flow them up over your head, extend through your fingertips, and then exhale and bring the arms and the hips down. So we're doing this kind of in an easy way. We're not really straining, but we're extending once we get the arms up over the head. And then exhale as you float down one more time. Inhale up. Keep the arms up over the head. Allow the hips to just come back to the mat. Straighten the legs out, and we'll come to a full body stretch again. So just stretch out through the fingertips, walking the shoulders up towards the ears, lengthening and stretching, and then stretch all the way down through the body and out through the toes. Take a nice big deep breath in here, through the nose, and out through the mouth as you relax and release. Allow the toes to point towards the edges of the mat, and allow the shoulders and arms to just be heavy on the mat. Just notice how you feel here. And then we'll float the arms down, bend the legs, and bring the feet into the air as we rock forward and backwards. So you can either rock up to seated or just turn to your side and push up to seated. So I'm going to bring my hands behind my thighs now and lift my head and just begin to rock, and just rock up to seated or push up to seated, whichever is comfortable for you. Okay. All right. So I'll give you a moment to come up to seated, to Sukhasana. And then we're going to inhale our arms straight up and twist as we bring our arms down. So we're going to inhale the arms up, gaze up with the fingertips, and then twist to the right as you bring your hands down, sitting up nice and tall, tall, straight spine. And inhale back to center, twist to the left, tall, straight spine, lengthening through the crown of the head. Inhale to center, gazing up at the fingertips. Turn to the right, extending through the crown. Come back to center and float the arms down. And we're going to do that again, but this time we're going to come into prayer pose with the arms. We're going to extend them, come into prayer pose, and then open the arms like wide like this. So we're going to inhale the arms up, bring the palms of the hands together, pressing into the palms, bring them into prayer, twist to the left, and extend the arms. Bring the hands to prayer, extend the arms up towards the sky, down to prayer. Extend the arms up to the sky, bring the hands down to prayer, twist to the right, and extend the arms. Feel the extension from fingertip to fingertip. Bring the hands to prayer, turn to center, and then we're going to cross the arms left on top of right, and we'll come into seated cat-cow. So we're going to rock forward on the inhale and gaze up, and then rock back, chin to chest on the exhale. Inhale forward, gaze up, exhale back, chin to chest. And just do this at your own pace, using your breath. And then uncross the arms and bring the right arm on top and just continue. Inhale forward and exhale back. And then come to stillness and uncross your arms. And then we'll just come into some head and neck rolls. So we'll drop our chin to our chest and just slowly rock the head around in a circle. Just being mindful of how the neck and shoulders are feeling. In any areas of tightness, just rock back and forth in that area in a gentle, mindful way. And at some point, making sure to reverse your direction. And then bringing your head to center. And we'll just do some shoulder rolls. We'll bring our shoulders up, back, and down, making some nice big circles with our shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together, bringing the shoulders up near the ears. And maybe do that 3 times and reverse your direction and go the other way. Working out any tension we have in the shoulders, bringing range of motion, and then coming to stillness. And we're going to make our way to table now. So a nice flat back and table with the wrists underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hip joints. And we look through that space between our knees. And if we can see our feet, we just move our feet so that they're directly behind our knees. And we'll just come into a nice, easy cat-cow. So we'll inhale as we drop the belly and gaze up. And then exhale, round the back, push away from the mat, chin to chest. And then inhale, gazing up, exhaling, chin to chest. So just continue with this for 3 or 4 rounds. And really extend the crown when you come to the inhale. Pushing away from your mat with the hands. And feel the flexibility of the spine. And then the next time you come to neutral, bring yourself to stillness, flat back. And now we'll just come into an extension where we'll bring our right knee towards our left elbow and then extend out and extend through the fingertips and through the toes. So when you crunch, you exhale. Extend, inhale. Really extend through the toes and through the fingers. One more time on this side. And then release down your hand and knee down to the mat. And we'll come to the other side. So left leg out, right arm out, and then crunch. Inhale. Really extend. Remember, lengthening is our focus. One more time. And then bring the hand and the knee back to the mat. And now we're going to take the left hand towards the center of the mat, pivot that left foot off the mat, send the right leg out straight, pressing into the sole of the foot. So that wrist is right underneath the shoulder, and then inhale the right arm up towards the ceiling as we gaze up at the thumb. Extending through that top hand and pressing away from the mat with the bottom hand. And then we're going to bring some lightness to the top of the body, the torso and the shoulders, and we're going to come up off the mat, bring our right hand down onto our right leg as we bring our top arm in an arch over our head. And then we'll return that left hand back to the mat. And let's do that again. So inhaling up, arching over, so our right hand is on top of our right leg. Feel the stretch down the left side body. Extend through the fingertips. And come down. Return that top hand back to the mat as we return back to table. And then we're going to walk our hands in a half circle or a rainbow across the front of our mat so that we come facing the other way. So we'll bring our right hand to the center of the mat. We'll pivot our right foot off the mat. Send the left leg out long, pressing into the sole of the foot, pressing that into the earth. And then inhale the left arm up towards the ceiling, extending through the fingertips, finding length, gazing at the thumb if your neck permits. If not, you can look straight ahead. Bringing some lightness to the torso as we come up with the torso, bring the left hand down onto the left leg and arch the arm overhead and feel the stretch and lengthening in the right side body. Exhale down. And then inhale up again. Feel the stretch. It should feel good on that right side body. And then exhale down. Come back to table. And we're going to come up to standing. So if you'd like, you can just walk your hands back towards your knees, push up onto your toes, and then come up to standing. So find yourself in Tadasana. So rock from side to side. Feel all four corners of the feet lifting up through the instep, the knees, the thighs. Lengthening through the crown, so nice and tall through the crown. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Engage the core. Palms facing forward. Take a nice big deep breath here. We're going to come into triangle pose, so we're going to step our feet wide. Turn our left toes towards the short end of the mat. Inhale the arms up parallel to the mat. And here we're going to lengthen forward, extending and reaching forward with our left hand as far as we can go, really as if you're reaching for something that you can't quite get. And then when you are as far as you can go, pivot that left hand down towards the calf or ankle, wherever it drops, and then bring the right hand up towards the sky as you gaze up at that right thumb, extending the fingertips up towards the sky. Feel the stretch in the right side body. Press into both feet, the big toe of the front foot and the back knife edge of the back foot. And keep breathing, let the breath flow freely. On an inhale, bring the torso up, bring the top arm down. We'll turn that left foot so that it's parallel to the short end of the mat. Turn the right foot so that the toes are pointing to the short end of the mat. So we're going to take it to the other side this time. So just check on your stance, make sure that you're comfortable, that you feel balanced and solid. Float the arms up so that they're parallel to the floor. We're going to reach with the right hand. Reach, 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 hinging forward at the waistline. And then pivot that front hand down and the top hand up towards the sky. Stretch those fingertips, extend those fingertips up towards the sky as you gaze up at your thumb or gazing forward, whichever is comfortable. And just let the breath flow. Feel the stretch on the left side body, pressing into the feet. And then inhaling back up, bringing the hand down, little heel toe the feet. And we'll just stand in Tadasana as we take a breath. Nice big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. going to take it again to each side. So we're going to step our feet wide, send the left toes so that they're pointing to the short end of the mat. The back foot is parallel. So find a nice strong stance. Inhale your arms up parallel to the earth. Reach, 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 reach. Pivot that front hand down to the ankle or to the calf. As you pivot the top hand up, gazing up at that right thumb and extending the fingertips up towards the sky, pressing into the feet, the big toe mound of the front foot, the back heel, and the knife edge of the back foot. Just using your breath, extending through the fingertips. And then bringing the torso up, floating the arm down, bringing the left foot parallel to the right foot, and then we'll turn the right toes to face the short end of the mat. So find, you can kind of move the feet a little bit to find stability. You feel nice and strong, nice strong legs. Standing up nice and tall, extending through your crown. Float the arms up so they're parallel to the earth. And then we're going to reach, 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 and extend and lengthen with those right fingertips. And then bring them down to wherever they land, the calf or the ankle. And then gaze up if you can, if you feel your neck is allowing you today. Gaze up at that left fingertip, left thumb and fingertips. Extending the top fingertips towards the sky. Just pressing into the feet. Focusing on lengthening. And then gently bring yourself back up. Float the arms down. Heel toe the feet back to Tadasana. And the big toes can touch here if that's your comfort. Or you can have your feet hip width apart, whichever feels more comfortable to you. And then let's just take a moment. Maybe take a big deep breath in and out. Maybe do that one more time. In and out, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale the arms up, extend through the fingertips, then interlace the fingers. I don't know if you can't see me, but I'm going to come into, my index fingers are going to be pointed. And then we'll exhale to the right. Back to center on the inhale, exhale to the left, extending through the fingertips, pressing into the toes. We'll bring the hands slightly back to do a slight back bend, and then come back to center. We'll turn the palms away from each other, inhale, and then exhale for a swan dive. We'll clasp the elbows, bend the knees, and we'll sway from side to side for ragdoll. Just let the arms and hips and legs and neck, everything just be loose and just sway from side to side. You can shake the head yes, and shake the head no to release the neck. You can release the elbows and just let the knuckles kind of graze the earth. And then bring the hands down on either side of the feet and come down to your knees. And we'll come into Dandasana. So we're going to bring our legs, we're going to sit and bring our legs out in front of us. And this is also called stick pose. So we're going to sit with a nice tall spine, extending through our crown, flexing the feet. And we'll inhale the arms up, extending through the fingertips, and fold forward, leading with our chin and our chest. And just come down wherever your hands meet your legs, wherever that is. So we're not forcing anything. And just take a breath here, a breath or two. And then inhale up, come into Dandasana again. And then spread the feet wide, pressing into the back of the thighs and the calves. We'll inhale the arms up again, look up at the sky, look up at the fingertips, and extend as much as you can, lifting the heart center. Exhale forward, leading with the chin and leading with the chest. And again, wherever you land is beautiful. And then inhale back up, sitting up nice and tall, bringing the legs together. We can bend the knees, placing the feet on the floor, and bring our hands beside us as we scoot back and come onto our backs. And we'll bring the knees into the chest and just make some small circles on the ceiling. Just massaging the lower back, allowing the body to just meet the mat and relax. The earth is supporting you. Gradually make your circles bigger, massaging the middle back. Nice loose circles, big circles to massage the upper back. And then reverse direction. Pause in any areas that need a little extra attention. Gradually making your circles smaller until we get to the lower back again. And then release your feet to the mat, the soles of your feet to the mat. Bring the soles of your feet together and allow the knees to go out to either side. Inhale the arms up. Extend and let the knuckles rest on the floor, extending through the fingertips. Lengthening and extending. Feel that nice stretch on either side of the rib cage. Take a nice big deep breath here. Melt all the shoulder muscles into the mat. Float the arms back down by the sides, by your sides. Bring the hands to the outside of the thighs and close the knees like a book as you extend your legs out straight, coming into Shavasana. So our toes are pointing towards the edges of the mat. Our legs are wide. Spread the legs out wide. And then bring the hands down to the mat. Palms facing up towards the ceiling. The arms can be in an upside down V. And just totally let go and allow the body to be heavy and relaxed. Just thanking yourself for this practice today, knowing that you have worked the body, the mind, relaxing both of them. and bring some peace to the body and mind. I'm just going to come up to Sukhasana. You can stay in Shavasana yourself. And just begin to follow your breath now, just following it all the way in and all the way out. Even thanking the breath. The breath brought you through this entire practice. It's always with you. So just recognizing that breath that supports you. I'm going to ring my bowl now. And then as you're resting in Shavasana, if you would like to bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, which is prayer pose, bring your thumbs up to your third eye or your forehead. May you think kind thoughts. Bring your thumbs to your heart center. Oh, no, sorry, to your lips. Sorry about that. May you say kind words. And then now to your heart center. May you feel peace and kindness in your heart. Namaste.